Rain could put a damper on farms in our area. Fox 11's Alex Rinaldo takes a closer look at how this forecast might affect the crops.
At Peter's Pumpkin Patch in Kaukauna, owner Tim Nichols says it was a tough summer weather-wise.
It was such a cool and wet start, then we had just torrential rains. Areas of the field had flooded out, so we had to replant in some varieties.
Nichols says the weather has put the pumpkins about a week behind schedule this year.
This season was a little bit slow to start, but everything seemed to kind of level off, and we're gonna have a nice crop.
Nichols tells us he should have an average amount of pumpkins, and they'll be a little smaller than last year. But now he has his eye on the rains and the forecast.
It shouldn't be too bad, but we can't have multiple weeks of this, otherwise it'll start to detriment the crop.
Pumpkins aren't the only crop of concern. Fox Valley Technical College agribusiness instructor Nick Schneider says part of the corn harvest is coming up in about 10 days.
Some of these rains that are coming are going to keep the soil fairly wet, which will make it a little more difficult to get the machinery out there to make the harvest on time.
There are other concerns if the fields stay too wet.
Also see a little bit of flaring up of some crop diseases like ear molds and some stalk and root rot.
Schneider says overall the spring and summer weather was a little tough on crops.
Crop development has been a little bit slow, and so that means harvest is going to be delayed, and that can chisel away at yield a little bit at the end of the season, especially if we get an early frost.
Nichols says he's hoping Mother Nature cooperates over the next few weeks, but you never know.
It's the nature of the business, you know. It's like gambling, you know. You roll the dice, and at the end of the year, that's what you get.
In Kaukauna, Alex Rinaldo, Fox 11 News.